ADHD medications don't actually fix attention. They increase wakefulness and change how your brain values tasks. And in this video, I'm going to break it down for you.
Let me ask you something. If I said, what do ADHD meds like Adderall or Ritalin actually do? Most people would say they improve attention. It's literally in the name, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And for years, the story was simple. These drugs strengthen the attention centers of the brain. But a big 2025 study published in Cell looked at nearly 6,000 kids, ran controlled trials in adults, and basically said the following. Hold on, that's not really what's happening. The big finding, stimulants don't directly fix your attention network. They mainly do two things. They wake up the brain and they change how rewarding tasks feel. And once you understand that, the whole ADHD conversation changes, especially if your goal, like mine, is to get healthier and rely on fewer medications when possible, not more. So let's simplify this. When you're sleep deprived, your brain gets sluggish. Reaction time slows, focus drifts, everything feels heavier. The researchers found that stimulants don't primarily tune up the willpower part of your brain. Instead, they flip your brain into a more alert state. Think of it like this. Sleepy brain equals dimmer switch turned down. Stimulant brain equals lights back on. Here's the wild part. When they compared sleep-deprived kids on stimulants to well-rested kids who slept 9+ hours, the brain patterns looked almost the same. In other words, the medication can make a sleep-deprived brain look and perform like it got great sleep. That's powerful, but it also raises a big question. Here's where we need nuance. If a medication makes you feel awake and focused, but you're still chronically sleep deprived, have we solved the problem or just covered it up? Now, the lead researcher basically warned that stimulants are so good at restoring alertness that they can mask the biological cost of sleep deprivation. Your grades improve, your productivity at work improves, your behavior improves. But sleep is still biologically necessary. Sleep affects mood, cellular repair, long-term brain health, hormones, and metabolism. You cannot chemically replace sleep. So imagine a child who is chronically underslept. They're fidgety, distracted, emotional. They get prescribed a stimulant, and suddenly, improvement in everything. But what if the root issue was sleep? And understand that this is not an anti-medication argument. It's a reminder. We should always ask, is this true ADHD or are we treating exhaustion? That aligns completely with what I believe. Try to fix the foundation first, whether that's related to obesity, hypertension, high cholesterol. Now, this is important. The study didn't say ADHD meds are useless. In fact, for people with confirmed ADHD, the medication still helped even when they were well rested. Why? Because the second mechanism isn't about wakefulness. It's about reward. ADHD brains often struggle not just with focus, but with motivation for low stimulation tasks. Homework, paperwork, administrative stuff, anything boring. And as a parent to an 8-year-old, I can definitely attest to that. I tell my kid to start working on his homework, he gets it out, starts working on it, and then 15 seconds later, he's drawing or he's making dinosaur noises. He can't focus on the task that he's given, which is to do his homework, because his brain finds it extremely boring. Stimulants increase dopamine signal in networks that determine whether something feels worth doing. It's like the medication preloads the task with value, with reward. So even when sleep fixed alertness, it didn't fix the reward gap. The medication did that. That's a very different story than it improves attention. It gives a little bit more nuance. It improves arousal and task valuation, two separate systems. So here is my balanced take as a pharmacist who left traditional pharmacy because I didn't want to just manage symptoms forever. If someone is neurotypical and sleeping well, these drugs don't suddenly turn you into a genius like the movie Limitless. In the study, they mostly just made people faster, not smarter. But for someone with true ADHD, medication may be doing two real jobs. Number one, waking up the brain, and number two, making effortful tasks feel doable. However, and this is the key, sleep can fix the first part. It cannot fix the second. So what does that mean? Before escalating medication doses, which is bound to happen because people who are on stimulants eventually will develop tolerance for those medications, and they need higher and higher doses to get the benefits from those medications. And before assuming, and especially kids, before assuming they need stimulants, and I say this as a father with a son who I believe has ADHD because, like I said, I give him a task to do his homework or anything else, any chores around the house, and I have to remind him 5, 10 times to follow through and complete the task because I believe he does have ADHD. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, but if I were to take him to a medical doctor and say, give him all the symptoms and all describe the behavior of my son, more likely than not, 95% chance that they're going to tell me, yes, he has ADHD. And if I wanted to, I can have them write a prescription for that. We should be asking, are they sleeping enough? Are they moving their body on a regular basis? Are they eating well? Are they hydrating well? Are we addressing root causes? Because this channel exists for one reason, to help you get healthier and depend on fewer medications whenever possible. Not zero medications at all costs, not fear-mongering, not hype. If this breakdown helped you think differently about ADHD meds, hit subscribe and let me know what you want me to cover next. And if you like this video, then check out this video I did right here.